So troops, good day to everybody. My name is Mark from NMM Vlogs. We're gonna go ahead and teach you the basic fundamentals of how to apply your chords, and as well as we're gonna apply the major scale and minor scale. So now, granting that you've already learned part 1 of our video, if you haven't checked on part 1, you can check on later on our M&M Vlog page. First, you can go ahead and take a look at the parts of the guitar. That's part 1. Part 2 is about the basics on how to put your hands on the fretboard so that you can play guitar. Now, step 3 is how you change the strings. And step 4, my last post was all about how to apply the basic chords on your guitar, like the family chords, the fundamentals. So granted that you already know how to play songs, like you already know how to strum, you already know how it works. Now this, I highly recommend you write this down, because this is kind of a bit confusing, but it's okay. Write this down and note this on your notebook or anywhere, but just note it down. So let's start. Let's say, for example, this is what we call the major scale. As you can take a look, C is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La. So this is the major scale. The first C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So that's Do, Re, Mi. The application for this is that, for example, you're getting someone who plays the C chord, C, and if you want to continue, so that's how it works. That's the major scale of C major. If you're gonna say D, let's say, for example, you've already finished mastering the C major scale. Okay, let me slow it down for you real quick. You can just go ahead and focus on my fingers here. So that's the major scale. The difference between minor and major scale is, if you say minor, it's kind of a sad tone, whereas in the major scale, it's kind of a jolly, upbeat tone. So it's different, you see? You see C majors like this, and if you put on minor, it's like this. So it has a dark tone to it, and you can practice every day. So this is what we call the basic exercise if you move on to guitar scales, like this. So let's go to pentatonic. This is part 2. So again, part 1, lesson 1 is about the major scale and minor scale. Now part 2, lesson 2, is about the minor and major pentatonics. Now, take a closer look on what pentatonics looks like. So this is used for blues. If you can take a look, let's use G as our tone. Okay, G, the G chord. Okay, so this is the fundamentals of pentatonic. So that's the pentatonic scale. Now if you're gonna move and do a little jam like this, so that's how you apply it. Now that's the basic minor pentatonic scale. Now let's move on to the major pentatonic scale. This is the pentatonic scale major. So that's the major pentatonic scale. Now, again, if you can take a closer look of how the tone works, it's actually more on feel. So if you feel like sad, then you'd go for minor scale, right? So, and the major scale is like happy tone, like. So that's the difference between minor and major scale. So quick recap, troops. I hope you've learned a lot. So let's review a bit. Again, I mentioned a while ago the basic major and minor scale. So you can just slow this down. This is again the major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And the minor scale is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi. But that's the minor scale. Now, pentatonic scale using G is this. And major scale. So that's the major scale. Now again, the use of this is that if you apply the basic chords and the lead patterns, it goes a little something like this. So I hope you learned a lot from this video, troops, and if you have lots of questions, you can just drop on the comment section below. Like and share, and so that you'd be able to get updates on our next lesson. And aside from that, like and share, you'd be able to learn more about guitar if you're interested. And then all you have to do is just like and share. Now, thank you so much everybody for watching our video. God bless us all.